I'm looking at the rules for this season, guys, and it's literally baffling. It makes no sense. Just finish top. It won't be a problem. Hello all, welcome to another episode of TYC in the Cymru Premier. That was nowhere near Welsh. I'm so sorry. What a Cymru Premier? Yeah, that's better. Oh god, offending so many people. Right, so look at the rules. You have 12 teams in the league, okay? I think it's similar to Scotland. So once it gets to a certain stage of the season, and by that it's 22 games, then the league splits. So then we'll have two leagues, which one's called the Championship Conference and one's called the Playoff Conference. And then obviously you play off to see who does better there. What I'm a bit confused about here is that you have the Championship Conference, which is the top six, which is fine, and the Playoff Conference, which obviously is to go down to the Cymru South and North. But then you've also got the European Places Playoff, and the European Places Playoff is for actual European competition. So if we finish 7th or higher, we could actually qualify for Europe, which seems really strange, and I don't know how it works. We'll go through it as we go, because, you know, that actually makes chronological sense. Right, so since the last time we met, things have been mixed, to be fair. We obviously lost 3-1 to Cardiff Met Uni, but we were unbeaten for 3 games after that. Got 1-1 away at Bangor City, which is very good. 1-0 away at Connors Quay, which is also quite good. And then beat Bala 2-0 at home, which is a very big result. But then we followed up with a very disappointing 2-0 defeat to Carmarthen at home as well. Today we've got games against Llandudno. I began to think that L and L means Ch. So I'm going to say Llandudno, and then Barry. Barry is easy. Barry Town. What a name. Easy to remember. I don't want to say it, viewers, but we are playing quite well. And more importantly, we're currently sat in third. We're doing very well, but there's barely anything in it. I mean, if you look down to TNS and Aberystwyth, who are the two bottom clubs, TNS have played only 5 games, so they're going to obviously improve under Phil Neville, you'd like to think. Aberystwyth may be a little bit more of a lost cause at the time of being, but I mean, even now there's only 8 points between us and them, so there's absolutely nothing. There's only 6 points between us and Barlow, who are in 10th, so really, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Let's get into the games, though. In terms of news, there's not really that much to report with the team, although I have gotten a new signing on loan in the form of Joe Kenton, who I'm getting him from Newtown, which is a team in our same division. He looks okay, but he's not brilliant. He's literally like a backup to the backup. He's an emergency backup. That's the one. And we did make one other signing in the form of Alan Partin. We touched on him at the end of the last episode, or midway through the last episode, and yes, he did accept us instead of Phil Neville's TNS, so he wants to come and play for me instead. He just wants to play for the higher wage. But he has been very, very good so far while we have played him. He's kind of taken the role of Lewis Ellis, who's not been performing particularly well. He had to get a goal, but he's already got 2 assists, so he looks like a decent footballer. Very, very excited to have him here. And he will be starting today, along with a bit of a mixed lineup, mainly because there's a lot of people that are quite tired. Barden will retain his place in goal. McCormick, Williams, Taylor, Wright and Rees make up the back 4 today, as Michael Lennon is, as always, absolutely knackered, even though his natural fitness is 15, his stamina is 9. Jeff Lloyd returns in the middle to get red carded, of course. Tom Screamer is alongside him. Zach May has been playing quite well, actually, when he comes in. But I want to give him a bit of a run in the team. But at the moment, these two have just got such a good bond in the middle of the pitch. It's hard for me to separate them. Phil Jones on the left, as always. Partin in the middle. Stewart makes a return on the right-hand side, as Colwell is carrying a little bit of a knot, but should return to training tomorrow, so he should be in time for the next game. And Ashley Idzi is our top scorer this season with 2 goals. 2 goals. But he has only played 8 games, so 1 in every 4. It's still not great, but he'll score today. I'm feeling it. A 4-5-1, we never see that formation in this division. The best thing about this year is that we got a goal difference of 0. So, unlike last year, we're not blowing teams away, but we're not getting thumped either. We're literally sort of just hanging in every game, and every game is really close, which makes me feel very good, because this is the first season at this level and we're already competing quite at a high level. Right, first highlight, Reese out to Stewart into Jeff Lloyd. That's a decent ball to Idzi. He's a big lad, Idzi, I have to say. He's been very good in terms of just keeping the ball when we go forward. He's a little bit better than Andy Owens in that respect. His hold-up play is superb. That's not brilliant from Stewart. He's been robbed there. Roberts on the ball. Back to Stevens. Are we going to nick the ball from here? They've given the ball away. Jones heads it into Partin. Great ball from Partin. Idzi, I told you he'd score today. Ashley Idzi gets his 4th goal of the season. He got 2, but he also got 1 in one of the cup competitions. But it's his 4th goal of the season, 3rd in the league. And Alan Partin Great signing. He's the one player in this league that's got a little bit of guile. It's a lovely first-time ball from him, and Iddsy's got the pace to get there. He slams it into the back of the net. We're 1-0 up, and we're second. Second! I would never have seen this coming in a month of Sundays. A month of Sundays would be amazing, wouldn't it? We talk about it, but a month of Sundays would be amazing. I mean, that is a debatable red card, to say the least, for Pritchard. I didn't see anything particularly wrong with it. He didn't look. I mean, did I miss something? This has put us in a very solid position now. Now that we're actually a man up as well, we get a second. We can probably count this game out, which would be a really, really big thing for me, because it means I might be able to rest up some of the players that are a little bit tired. Phil Jones has been a bit of a mixed bag this year. Sometimes he plays really, really well, but sometimes he just really flatters to deceive. And I have to say that at the moment he's doing very much the latter. He's very inconsistent. He's either playing at 8s and 9s, or he plays at 6.5. So he's just not quite there this year, Phil. And he's our captain, though, so I need him to kind of start turning up and putting in the big performances. Ultimately, we're 1-0 up. And, I mean, I know it's not the most exciting and thrilling stuff ever, but really, this is the way that our team is built to play now. I'm built to kind of either win 1-0 or just stay a goal within the game. We don't blow teams away anymore. We don't have that firepower anymore. Tom Screamer on the ball, whips it in. Jones heads over the bar, for God's sake. I'm going to bring Lewis Ellis on, and he can play out on the wing, because Jack Stewart's not been at his best today, it's safe to say. I'm also going to bring Andy Owens on for Phil Jones, because he's been quite disappointing as well. And we all know where we can rely on Andy Owens to go us and get us a goal. If ever there's a man for the big occasion, it is Andy Owens. Jeff Lloyd playing at 6.4. He's just camera shy. Jeff Lloyd's not played particularly well, so I'm bringing Zach Meyer on as our last substitution to sit in that ball-winning midfielder role. All we got to do is just get a second goal here, and it's done. Parton whips the ball in. There's Williams Taylor to tap it in. It's his first goal of the season. We know how prolific he can be from set pieces, and Parton gets yet another assist. He might be the key to us getting a few more goals this year. I mean, that's a wonderful delivery in. That is literally right in the corridor of uncertainty. And sure, Williams Taylor is on hand to tap it in. Great finish. We're third, apparently, even though now we're 2-0 up. Oh no, don't concede from a set piece. They've hit it long in. Pete Tatum has scored. I mean, Barden got his hands to it. You have to save that, really. If you get your hands to that, how has he deflected this onto the crossbar? Edwards whips it in. Tatum, I mean, Barden. He's so far off his line as well. There was no need for that to come that far. Barden to Rye. Come on, Darren. Don't be an egg. I mean, that's a alright ball. Good header on by Iddsy there. Like I said, it's one thing he's very good at, Iddsy. He's a very big target man and a good focal point for all our attacks. Reese on the ball. Drives forward. And, oh my God, Parton should have scored. But there's Ellis to tap it in. Great anticipation. And Alan Parton gets 3 assists. He should have scored the first one. Well, it was a hard effort. But, I mean, he deserved to score the first one is what I'm trying to say. 3-1. This is the first time I think we scored 3 goals in a game. I'm very excited. Lovely from Reese here. Would have been a great assist. And Parton, I mean, that's a superb effort. And you can tell Ellis just puts on the afterburners. A little bit sharper to it than everybody else. A good finish. We're 3-1 up. And yeah, now, finally, cooking with gas. We're all over him now. We want more. We want more. We want 4. That is hilarious. I mean, that is the most emphatic finish you'll ever see. Scream with the ball in and watch this. Bang! I mean, that is phenomenal. What a finish there from Callum Davies. And suddenly now, I said that we're not free-flowing. Look at this. 4-1. Unbelievable. Williams Taylor into Parton. Parton to Screamer. Screamer. Great ball over to find Ellis. Ellis darts around his man. Ellis hits it just wide. We're all over them here. It could be anything. Could be anything. I've got to get used to this new camera angle because obviously I've got the double monitors. Normally I would sit here, but I'm a little bit further over on the camera, so now I need to move over here, and then I'm dead centre. But it's weird because I keep looking at me recording, and that means I turn my head that way. It's a bit weird. It's all a bit strange. I am recording, right? Oh, thank God. A 4-1 win against Llandudno. Granted, they had 10 men, but we were in cruise control the whole way through that game. Lovely. And Barry Town are up next. Oh, thank God, a team that I can actually pronounce. Parton was amazing in that. I'm definitely going to praise his performance. To say you were, I said you were superb for the goal. He didn't score. I should have said you were superb in the amount of quality that you created. But I mean, you can tell he is definitely a rising star for the future. Building our midfield around him and Jeff Lloyd. I keep talking about Jeff Lloyd as if he's some sort of really, really good player. He's literally played at a 6.4 all the way through this season. He's meant to be our best player, Jeff, and he's just like flattering to deceive. That's the second time I said that. I'm not even sure if it's the right saying. I don't really know what the plan is for this season now, because we're really kind of like performing above expectations. I don't know what the safety mark is in terms of points. All I know is that if we carry on playing the way that we're playing, we're going to be absolutely fine. It's just obviously trying to keep that consistency. But could you imagine if we get into Europe this year? Mention it quietly. Could you imagine if we do? I think after all this time, I've actually not mentioned that our stadium is called the Cardiff International Sports Stadium. But that's where we play, and that is where we are hosting Barrow Town today. I'm a stickler for detail. I've got a real problem here, because Michael Lennon is our best player, right? But Williams-Taylor is in much better form. He's played really well over his last, 5 games. He's played at 7.1. He's such a threat from set pieces. It's hard for me to take him out. I'm going to leave Michael Lennon off. I'm going to leave it with Sean Williams-Taylor and Rye in the middle. But we have to make some changes. So Hillman's in because Reese is suspended as usual. And I've also brought on Lewis Ellis on the right-hand side because good old Jackie Stewart there didn't particularly perform that well. And Ellis came on, got himself a goal and looked quite threatening. So it's only fair that I give him a crack. I'm looking forward to Idzi kind of getting another goal today. He's taken over the Andy Owens mantle and he's doing very well at the moment. We're the underdogs here. That suits us down to the ground. Apparently, the boys sort of liked that, but not enough. So you know what time it is. Oh, the faith. Oh, let it bathe in the faith. They're playing green, so they're trying to camouflage themselves into the pitch. A very, very naughty tactic. I like it. If Idzi scores again today, I'm going to be absolutely delighted because it will prove that it was well worth signing him. We've not had a very good start here, and Barry are a bit all over us, but they are predicted to finish second in the league at the start of the season, so it doesn't surprise me if we were to lose this game. But we've been in such strong form, it would be a little bit disappointing. And Claudio Paoletti, I mean, when they've got players with names like that, how in the world are we meant to win? It's not great here, I have to say. I think without Reese, I am in a little bit of trouble because he probably would have intercepted that, and Hillman's been caught out. Not great, not great. Come on, boys, we need to bounce back here. We've kind of been sleeping throughout the majority of the game. That's a decent ball to Phil Jones. Jones now on the ball into the penalty area. Whips it in. Idzi's not there, but Ellis is. Oh, you are joking. What a shot. And how has that stayed out? We hit the bar. Not the post, the bar. Correct. See, I finally got there. I had to tell the boys to get creative here. It's not been great. We haven't got the ball into Partin at all, really, today. And he's not had his chance to really be creative and cause some carnage. There we go, he's finally on the ball, finds McCormick, who whips in a decent ball. Idzi heads it on. Ellis, oh, he's missed. Idzi, oh, for God's sake, the keeping is incredible. Partin, Idzi, how many are they going to... Oh, that is nonsense. We've literally had about 5 shots in one move there. How has that not gone in? Parking the bus much? That was much more like it. And the minute Partin gets involved, magic happens. If only his name wasn't Partin, it could be Party. And then there were so many jokes I could make. I mean, that is very, very close to going in. We're still a little bit from set pieces. We've played much better towards the end of this half, and you can tell here, we've had 11 shots, 5 on target to their 2. I don't want to say that we're being FM'd, but it feels a little bit like I'm being FM'd here. Dressing room, I'm going to say aggressively, I expect to see a much better showing in this half. What we're going to do, actually, I'm going to take Hillman off, and I'm going to bring on Williams-Taylor, because he can play anywhere across the back. We'll bring Lennon on to maybe shore up the back a little bit. I have faith. I'm going to keep us with what we've been doing. I think we will get a goal. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a goal, especially if we continue playing the way that we did towards the end there. We'll be fine. Ellis is carrying a knock, so I'm definitely going to get him off, and I'll bring on Stewart in a minute, but we'll wait until the end of this highlight to see what happens. McCormick misses out on a head again there. Lennon, though, nicely mopping it up. Lennon, decent ball forward, and Idzi is in. Idzi! Oh, what a save. This goalkeeper is ridiculous. He did the right thing as well. The goalkeeper was sat down. He tried to put it in the other corner, and this is a brilliant save. You can't deny that. That's not Idzi's fault, to be fair. Normally, I'm very critical of my strikers when they don't finish, but I can't knock him there. He did everything right. It's just a wonderful save from Jones. Can't believe it. Come on. We played really well, actually, in this game. Partin whips the ball in. Oh, Idzi. Oh, right. Okay, no. That's enough. Idzi's coming off. Sorry, mate. You can't miss that. Sorry. Andy Owens is coming on. You can't miss that. I'm sorry. That is a sitter. In every shape, way and form, that is an absolute sitter. And Idzi's let me down there. That is a stinker. He could have literally just let it hit his face and it would have gone in. But he tried to put power on it. He just got it all wrong. He just got it all wrong. And in all fairness, you can't really argue if they win this. It's mainly because we've just been really profligate, and I wouldn't argue against us losing this game on that basis. This is a brilliant run from Stewart. He's got so much pace, and that is just the worst finish. I knew it was coming. The minute he started cutting inside, I knew he was going to hit a woeful shot absolutely nowhere, because that's just FM this year. Come on, Andy, where are you? We're going to go very attacking for the last 10 minutes. Let's just go for it. Let's just go hell for leather. We've been so good. Just look at the stats here. It's absolute nonsense that they're going to get out of this. Their defense has been incredible. That's the annoying thing. The amount of they've thrown men in the way, they've blocked everything. The goalie's had a blinder, and if they get a second here, it's completely undeserved. I mean, Barden. Sometimes he's excellent, and sometimes you just think, how are you a goalkeeper? That was one of those moments. Come on, there's got to be a chance here. 3 minutes to go. Are we not going to create anything? We've created loads during today. But obviously, last minute highlight. Are we going to get a last minute equaliser? Come on, boys, you deserve it. Williams-Taylor to Partin. Bit of quality. Oh, there he is! There he is! There's some things that some players just can't do. And Andy Owens turns up. It's a 1-1. I love this man. I absolutely adore this man. You can guarantee he's going to get a coaching role when he finally retires. Andy Owens. Near post header. We deserve that at least. A 1-1. The good times keep rolling at Pontypridd. I'm going to assertively say what a comeback that was. That's a great effort. We were so unlucky. Alan Partin played at a 9. Literally incredible. Incredible. He's only played a few games for me. I already adore him. Absolutely insane. Super sub Owens rescues us. Pulled knee ligaments for Lewis isn't great. He's out 3 to 4 weeks. But he's not really kind of got himself involved too much. I'm going to praise Partin again. You're amazing, mate. This guy literally could be anything. I look at him and I think, wow, 12 passing, 11 technique, 14 determination, flair is decent, composure is probably the important one at 14. Well, I needed a good cross there. Could he provide? Of course he could. Wonderful ball in, and of course, if there's ever a man to turn up, it's always super sub Andy Owens. I mean, this guy, I love him. 43 goals and 78 appearances for Pontypridd. I love you, Andy. Never change. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. We're still in the top 3. Granted, we played a few more games than Airbus behind us, so we're probably ultimately around about 4th. But considering where we were meant to be in this division, I'm pretty happy with that. I want to play teams that we haven't seen on camera yet. So let's go for Connors K and Barla towards the end of October. That's leading us in then to the final 5 fixtures of the season, of which we could well be. It can't be a promotion shot, but we could be in with a chance of the championship. You just don't know. I love to be in this top half, because then there's no way that we can go down and get relegated, which obviously was the target at the start of the year. You can tell that Alan Partin already up into 2nd in the average ratings and top of the assist chart. The boy is absolutely ridiculous. This guy, though, is the man we need to have a look at maybe going forward. Piero Corterucci, a player that can actually go and score from the midfield, which is something we don't have enough of. Tom Scream has been good this year, but not got quite enough goals yet. Not quite enough. But we're playing incredibly well at the moment. Incredibly well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, drop a like button. If you love Andy Owens, drop a like on the video. You know that you want to. Let me know how good he is in the comment section. What do we make of Alan Partin? While you're there, why not share and subscribe? And until I see you for the next episode of the TYC, stay cool. Come on, you Pontypridd Dragons. Go on, you Dragons. It's just insulting all the way around.